Oh, I always forget to turn that light out. Hi everyone. Happy summer solstice. I'm a little tired without my eyeliner. I'm trying a new look. But how are you? Oh my gosh. Hi world, Reiki LA. Happy summer solstice. So thank you so much for being here with me. I know it's a little later. So your summer solstice, you're probably well into it, depending where you are. Yeah, I just wanted to come on and do a little bit of a ritual tonight just to center us and ground us into the beginning of summer. So happy Cancer season, happy beginning of summer. Hi, happy summer solstice. And today is the official longest day of the year. So it's really beautiful, and we're turning the wheel from the element of from the direction and season of spring in the east, which is air, the element of air, to summer in the south, which is the element of fire. So, yeah, this is the time to really draw upon the energy of the sun. And the sun is all about divine masculine energy, and it doesn't have anything to do with whether you're a man or a woman. Divine masculine energy is all about moving forward momentum, strength, courage, and just doing the thing that your heart has been wanting to do and having the courage and trust to do it. It's that warmth, that divine masculine warmth that comes from doing what you love. As my teacher just put it, I just finished watching Sage Goddess's Ritual, and I love how she words things, I really do. The overthinking is done for the year, and now we get to go from the thinking to the doing. I thought, really, I couldn't word it any better. So it's exciting, and and somewhat more peaceful than the thinking. We get to get into our bodies, really. In the summer. Yes, good. I'm glad it's perfect timing. So, tonight I was debating what to do. For the high holidays, I do like to read from her book, Sage Goddess's book. Her name is Athena Prakis, PhD, and she has this book of blessings and rituals. That's my favorite. She actually read from it too, so you can always check out her rituals. What else do I want to touch on that she said that I just really thought was important? So divine masculine energy. Some crystals to work with for this time of year. I've been having a really good day, and I've worked with 2 crystals. So even though this is all about divine masculine energy really right now, I like to work with both divine feminine and masculine, but I'm taking the sacral chakra approach, which is all about creativity. So on my left hand, which is linked to the feminine's energy, divine feminine energy, I have peach moonstone for self-esteem and creativity. And then on my right hand, and I wear this every day on my right hand, but these 2, I just pared it down to 1 on each wrist, which for me is very minimal. On my right hand, I have, don't know if it will focus, but sunstone. I have sunstone, which is a stone of leadership and the courage to do the thing. So, you can't really see it that great, but sunstone, look it up, get some, because that's going to literally, it's called sunstone, help you draw in the energy of the sun, and I wear that on my right hand. I'm actually sending out energies of leadership because I want to be surrounded by good leadership, and then what I'm receiving is, on my left side, is the creativity, the self-esteem, to rise and to be my own leader, and to not only be surrounded by leaders but be one myself. So that's kind of where my jewelry comes in today, and then always amethyst for peace, balance, and detoxification. But really, I wanted to work with the color orange today. Another great color to work with would be any crystal that's gold. I really should keep citrine on my altar, but citrine is a great one to work with. It really depends what your goals are, and but it's go time on whatever that is. If you're having a hard time getting the motivation, I highly recommend. I have a thing for orange crystals in the sacral chakra, which is all about sexuality and creativity and passion. But this one, if you need extra help, this is a big old piece. I got it East Meets West. When I worked there, this is for procrastination. If you need a kick in the butt, this will help you do the thing that you've been wanting to do. It also helps with writing if you've been having writer's block, but really any kind of procrastination will help get you going. So vanadinite, that's a great one. And then fluorite, always for focus. So those are some crystal allies. I kind of felt like that was something I definitely wanted to say, especially the bracelets, because it's fun to play around with that and to see what works for you and how you feel. And that's really, I'm a crystal healer. I'm certified through Sage Goddess and IPHM, which is the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine. And I take that very seriously, but also I find there's very simple ways to incorporate it into my everyday life, and jewelry is a big one. I really love just wearing bracelets and jewelry and rings that will help bring me certain energies and channel certain things. So I've got peach moonstone on the left for receiving creativity, self-esteem, and then sunstone on the right for sending out the desire to be surrounded by leaders, really, and calling in the energy of the sun, sending that out to everyone, warmth, inviting in warmth into my environment. So that's how I'm working with it from a crystal perspective. I recommend peach moonstone, sunstone, and vanadinite. That's going to be the wild card. And of course, always carnelian is another great one to work for passion, which is my ring. Always. So, with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to open a circle, so if you want to roll your shoulders back, call your energy into present time, and then I'm going to read you about Litha, which is what it's called in a lot of earth-based pagan traditions on the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year, and we are celebrating the sun. So if you just want to roll your shoulders back, call your energy into present time, I'm going to welcome in the guides and guardians of the 5 elements, air, fire, water, earth, and spirit. So here we go. All right. I welcome the guides and guardians of the East, element of air. Thank you for helping us celebrate all that is manifested in the spring and all the new that has come into our life in the past months since the beginning of the year. We honor you and we welcome you into the circle tonight with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the South, element of fire. Tonight is our night to celebrate the power of the sun on this longest day of the year. Tonight we welcome you in to burn clean all that no longer serves, all of our thoughts that we're overthinking on that do not serve us. Let us burn those clean so that we can rise to meet our dreams, our passions, our desires, and have the courage to walk fearlessly towards them, to do the thing that our heart desires to do most. I welcome you to the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the West, element of water, we welcome you into the circle tonight to flow into us energy streams of healing, cleansing, and purification, especially emotional healing, as we continue to need and therefore channel and manifest the energies of emotional renewal. Fill up our cups tonight with love. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the North, element of earth, I welcome you in tonight to invite us to continue to remain present to the moment that we're in as we walk with patience and purpose towards our dreams. Allow us to remain humble and graceful and connected with nature always, so that we may feel the power of it and our connection to the sacred earth and planet on which we live. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. And finally, I welcome in the element of spirit. That is the magic. That is the synchronicities of life that remind us that of our potential and that we are never alone and that magic is real. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. I welcome in all guides and guardians of love and light and nothing else. And with that, the circle is open. Amen. Blessed be harm done. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. And so it is. All right. So our circle is open. Feels really good. I think I've got to burn some stuff because it's Litha. I noticed I did some serious shadow work on my manifestation candles. So I don't know when. I just noticed this tonight. So when you see black like that, it usually means you're working through something, which is kind of the goal. So it's not a bad thing to see that. So I think I might burn that tonight because I feel like that's the one to burn. We are manifesting tonight. We are doing the thing. This is go time for sure. All right. So let's get that flame lit. Put that there. I'm trying to see if I can put that in the shot somewhere. 1 second. Do I dare? I'm gonna put it on my labradorite. I'm not gonna put it on my labradorite. Will that stay? Is that too distracting? Yeah, maybe. Alright, I'm gonna put it right here. Alright. So it's probably even more distracting, but this way you can see it, so you can remember and focus on whatever you want to manifest in this next half of the year. Today is a powerful time to call that energy in. Solar energy is all about manifestation. So I just want to read you just a brief blessing that Athena has written here in her book, the Book of Blessings and Rituals. And you can definitely check out her rituals always on YouTube. They're usually before or after mine. I try to do it near to hers. Usually I try to do it before, but tonight I didn't. But yeah, she read this tonight, and I was like, I still have to read it because I just feel like it's a beautiful description and short one of what this day is about in this holiday. All right. No, I froze. Okay, Litha, summer solstice, for the growth season ahead. Litha is the dawn of summer and the longest day of the year. To honor and bask in this light-filled day, repeat the following blessing out loud, preferably while sitting in the southern direction in direct sunlight. Well, we don't have that, but we do have our candle here. So here we go. I come to this day of solstice as a seeker, watching the sun return to its seat of power, signaling summer's start. The season of fertility and growth promises rich reward. At Litha, a portal opens, the wheel turns south. As divine light shines on the longest day of the year, I release myself into the light, and I channel the divine masculine within. Great Spirit, I ask you to show me the realms where the Fae run free, my ancestors reign, and my deepest wisdom resides. Here my branches stretch skyward, free to grow tall and strong, and here my soul finds freedom to express itself fully. I activate my solar plexus and sacral chakras, my deepest sources of human power and latent potential. May the last flames of Litha's sun shine brightly on me and unleash my sacred potential in abundant ways. Amen, and so it is. So it's so good. So yeah, let the sun shine. Let the sun shine. Oh, I just had a song pop in my head. Anywho's. But yeah, get excited about life because it's going to get really good from here. Draw that sun in. Yeah, so with that, it does mention the Fae, and she did this whole thing on the Fae, and I do have an oracle deck about the Fae, so I was going to pull a card from it. I don't always use this one, but I feel like that kind of makes it more special, and I really do connect to the energy of the Fae. I have a couple friends who always kind of reminded me of real life fairies, And she was calling them the hidden people tonight. And I'm also Irish, and I feel like the Fae are a very Celtic thing, but it doesn't really matter what your lineage is so much if you feel a connection to the Fae. It's really their season, you know what I mean? I also always think of like the fireflies this time of year and just the magic and transformation that they represent. And even dragonflies, I've been seeing them a lot lately too. Again, symbols of transformation and magic. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to open up to a page of this book. They also have cards, so if you want me to, you can say, I'll pull a card, it comes with that, but this is the Illustrated Herbiary by Mia Toll, and she is fantastic. I mean, this book is just like one of my favorites, and I often open it before bed when I just need some medicine, some herbal medicine, some herbal healing, and it's just like the words really truly do come to life. So I think I'm going to start with the Fae and end with the herbalism thing. And this is just a brief little ritual tonight to get you going. And I also am going to burn some Palo Santo. I usually burn sage, but I forgot tonight. That's okay. Palo Santo is just as good too. And it has a lot of healing and antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. And this one has oils in it. It's infused with oils for courage to help you follow your dreams. So I even inhale the smoke there and just let it run through my hands and invite that energy in for perfect health during the summer season so that you can enjoy your vacations. Hopefully you have something planned, staycations, you know what I mean? There you go. So there's some of that for you. Just put it in my shell, actually. There we go. All right. And now I'm going to pull one from the Fairy Wisdom Oracle by Amy Brown and Nancy Brown. I've loved these guys since I was little, actually. There used to be a shop around here with the little fairy statues, and I have one in my altar in the other room. So, let's see what Faye wants to talk to us tonight. Alright, I'm just going to pull one card, or try to, but we'll see. And then I'll read you the little description from the book. So it's not going to be a tarot card reading tonight, because the energy to me at these high holidays always feels a bit softer. And, yeah, I like to save the tarot for the full moon and new moon. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to pull some oracle cards and get into it, see what the messages are. Alright, dear God and Goddess, thank you for giving us what we need to hear, the words, the wisdom as a collective that will serve our highest good and the highest good of all. Thank you for giving us messages of the highest love, light, and truth. What do we need to know? What do we need to know that we don't know now? That will help us switch to the gears of the South, which is doing. How can we get into our bodies? How can we light our inner flames? Show us the way. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. And so it is. Hi to those who joined. Alright. I think I'm going to shuffle one time tonight, just once. And then see what card wants to fly out. The energy of one is all about, you know, new beginnings and leadership. I feel like that's what the South is asking us to do. Alright, well that was fast. This is the perfect one for this channel. I kind of do want to pull one more though, but we'll see. Coffee break. I know I've posted this one before because my channel is called Cards and Coffee with Janine. Yes, yes, yes. Interesting. Never is what you think it's going to be. Just right off the bat, I'm saying it's the season of doing, and they're like, yeah, but maybe coffee break. I mean, it reminds me of those things, but first, coffee, or like the t-shirts and all the Facebook and Instagram memes. I'm a huge coffee drinker. I wasn't until like age 25. But then I had a job where to make the coffee for customers and things like that, and I ended up making some for myself, and it's just being part of my morning ritual, and I do love it. So, coffee break. Okay, so the key word here, anticipation. I'm sorry. Whoa, I read that wrong. Appreciation. Well, there you go. That's how all good manifestation starts, is gratitude and appreciating the current situation, whatever that is, being able to find something to be grateful for in the present moment. So let me see if I can put this somewhere as I read to you. Okay. So coffee break. Sit back and appreciate your life. Relax with a cup of coffee or tea and make a point of consciously bringing to mind all that you have to be grateful for. Consider your blessings, a place to sit, a cup to drink from, a drink to enjoy. What could be better? Gaze upon your surroundings and see all that is around you. Are you not truly blessed? This fairy would love to have a leisurely cup with you. So often we take for granted what we have. It's time to live in a constant state of gratitude. Gratitude plays a big part in the process of attracting what you desire into your life. Gratitude tells the universe that you are ready to welcome more good into your life. It is a vital part of your manifestation process, just like I said. To reach the state of gratitude, you need to stop and place yourself in a receptive state of mind. Relax and calmly consider your life and all that you have been blessed with. Whatever thoughts you think are reflected in your body. That's true. So it is important to take these small breaks to just sink into serenity. Remember to take the time to relax and rejuvenate. Be sure to notice even the smallest blessings that surround you. A wonderful fragrance on the wind, a butterfly flying by, a baby's smile and laugh, the most subtle sigh. You can find a blessing in everything in your world. Just be open to it. And then they have like a little chant you're going to do, or well, you can do. I don't do the chant, but I do speak it. So let's see. O life that lives in all creation, grant me the ability to just be. Help me call upon my inner sight in order to see that everything in my world is in its true beauty and majesty. I gratefully abide by your love. So be it. And then it says, take a longer coffee break today. So yeah, I mean, interesting wisdom. Love when the cards kind of go in a different direction. Because they make me think of things, they broaden my perspective of what the season is about. So before you do what you're going to do, it is good to reflect on what you have now. You know what I mean? And that is a way to attract more good into your life, for sure. And I just had a great day today, and I do find when I take that moment, especially in the morning, to have a cup of coffee, it really does set the mood. So what is that ritual for you? If it's not coffee, what is it? Maybe it's going to the gym in the morning, or, taking a long walk, or listening to music, which is my other thing that I do in the morning to set the vibe high. So yeah, what is it for you? But make sure that you just take a break, even if it's doing nothing, just kind of like sitting and when you wake up, just thinking about all that you have, like 3 things you're grateful for at the beginning of the day. That could really set your vibe quite high. Yeah, and I find that it's always better with a cup of coffee, and they gave some of their examples here, and it's funny because I was smiling because a couple of those even happened tonight where a friend Marco poloed me, and she's a little boy, and I got to see him smiling and laughing. He loves the cat, and he's just so cute. And it made me really happy. Or something smelling good always gets my vibe up. I have a ton of perfume from Sage Goddess, and one of my favorites tonight, in particular, certain nights, certain scents smell different, and I have this perfume called Magnum Opus, and it talks about the last stage of alchemy, where you turn metal into gold, and it talks about the gold that you've created. And I put it on tonight, and it smelled different. It smelled so good. So, and it made me really happy. So it can be something that simple, but make sure that you're grateful. And that's a way to make sure that what follows, the action that follows, is going to be from that state of gratitude. So it's always a good reminder and good medicine, I feel like. Gratitude. It needs to be present for you to be living your best life. And if you notice, like, if you start off having a good day, it usually does continue, you know what I mean? Like, you build on that momentum. And that really is what summer is all about. The momentum is there for you. So, build on it, you know? Like today, after my good cup of coffee, then I took a really great shower. You know, it can be simple things, but you can be grateful for them. And then I felt great because, like, I tried a new makeup thing. I put, like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be very simple. And then I had a good lunch. Then I got some things I wanted at Target. You know what I mean? So, yeah, gratitude. It really is. I don't even know if it's so much a secret anymore. It's just what works. So we have that as our card. Should we pull one more? I feel like we're good. Let me not overcomplicate it. And you know what? I am going to use the cards because I have them. And this is Cards and Coffee with Janine. And then I'll read you from this book, The Illustrated Herbiary. So here we go. It's so funny though, because every time I do use this deck, I tend to get the same fairies. So it does make me curious. Alright. Okay, I'm really called to shuffle these in a different way. Yeah, so let me just do it. I'm just going to listen to my spirit guides. What do we need to know right now? That we don't know. What comes after gratitude? A spoonful of sugar. What a vibe. Is it for the coffee? Maybe. Do you like both of those things? I mean, this is such a sweet reading. My goodness. So, marshmallow. Marshmallow? Okay, let's read about it. Spoonful of sugar. How cute. Look at this artwork, though. I can't even. Alright, so I'm going to put this up now. And we'll read about that. Marshmallow. I wonder if this goes in alphabetical order. But yeah, I highly recommend The Illustrated Herbiary. I'll show it to you again, by Mia Toll. Just so good. Okay. And it does come with a deck of cards, so it's kind of nice because you have the book and the deck. Burdock. Rose. Okay, let me see if I can find the... whatchamahoozle. Here we go. 104. 104. Here we go. So here it is in the book. God, I love the book. Okay. And here we go. So, spoonful of sugar. Alright. And it does give the Latin, but I'm going to butcher it, so I'm not going to say it. Should I try it? Yeah. Ethia officinalis. That's wrong. But yeah. So Marshmallow. There's nothing that Marshmallow would love more than to spend time in your kitchen. She'll lean over your shoulder, offering suggestions for adorning your salads and thickening your soups. There's no reason for foul-tasting anything, including medicine, declares the grand dame of dessert. She should know, having been at it since 2000 BCE. Egypt, dear, she'll tell you. A lovely place. I fed pharaohs and gods. But Marshmallow is not one to dwell in the past. She takes too much joy in bringing ease to the present, and there's much work to do. Digestion these days, she tests as she sets about creating her latest confection. Call on Marshmallow when you need to soften and rediscover sweetness. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a vibe. Like, have a little sugar in your coffee. You know what I love? Cacao, if you haven't tried it. That's something I enjoy, but I'm not going to recommend anything, any food or drink, but, well, that's just what I like. But yeah, sugar, it really does help the medicine go down. Gotta make it taste sweet, you know? Alright, so things are meant to be pleasurable there. I feel like that's what the medicine is. Alright, so here's the ritual. Conscious cookery. Ooh. Any act can be a ritual if done with intention. Marshmallow remembers the days when baking and medicine weren't far removed from each other. In honor of her long history in the kitchen, create a dish that's deliciously nourishing. Now I'm thinking about this really good cake I had this weekend. It was like almond something. I don't know. It had almond and sugar. It was just so good. Oh God, so good. Alright. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. So, alright. In honor of her long history in the kitchen, create a dish that's deliciously nourishing. As you chop and blend, focus on how this food will nourish those who eat it. Allow yourself to picture the vibrancy that will come with each delectable bite. Let me tell you how much I am into this because I love, and if you're just joining, here was the card we got. A spoonful of sugar, marshmallow from the Illustrated Herbiary. I love food, and I do feel like kind of like blessing food before you eat it really does, and almost like setting an intention, like, you know, what you hope it does for you. What part of you is it nourishing? Like, I'm such a geek. I will even look up the specific health benefits to what I'm eating, just to remind myself sometimes, like if it's a vegetable or what have you, what nourishment I'm getting from it, and then energetically as well. So, and then here we go, down here it says, creating confections. There's a reason marshmallow confections were the province of pharaohs in ancient times. They were time-consuming and difficult to make. Unlike modern marshmallow, revival recipes, which call for only a small amount of marshmallow's root added, as a nod to the traditional use of the plant. The oldest recipes call for the sap of the fresh plant, which then underwent a multi-day process before being eaten. Wow, yeah, modern conveniences, am I right? So only a tad will go a long way. Just a spoonful. So, interesting. And then here's the reflection, the final part here. Alright, so soften and soothe. So this is kind of like the advice of the card. Marshmallow's magic is to soften and soothe when the edges of life are too much. When you feel raw and scraped, picture marshmallow growing in the moist soil of a wetland, water eddying gently, softening hard earth and loosening what's been stuck. Ooh, I like that. What can marshmallow help you soften? What rough edges are rubbing at your spirit? Yeah, it's so important to come at things from a soft place. Even in the season of action and doing, you know what I mean? To, if you find yourself kind of like spinning, to take it down a notch and take it back a notch and take a coffee break, put some spoonful of sugar in there, and to just soften and remind yourself that you're doing your best, and remind yourself too that everyone else is doing their best. And then it says, Marshmallow is not scared of the process. She knows sometimes there are many steps to a recipe, and that the best flavors are created in layers, step by slow step. So yeah, trust the process, enjoy, I feel like, the process. The process of the ritual of creating, whatever you're creating this summer, like, enjoy the process. Maybe you're at the beginning of the doing stages, you know what I mean? That would be appropriate, because we've just moved in today to the beginning of summer. And also, too, not for nothing, it is the beginning of Cancer season, so the season of the crab, you know. We're also moving from Gemini, which is an air sign, into Cancer, which is a water sign. And with Cancer is, did I read that it's a cardinal, I believe, sign. And so there's 3 modalities of all the zodiac signs. So the cardinal sign is the one that kind of marks the beginning of the season. So it really sets the tone. So it really is all about the beginning. And Cancer being a water sign, Cancer is the most emotionally connected, what was the word I wanted to say? Involved. They're emotional. All the emotions flow through people with that zodiac sign prominently featured in their chart. And collectively, we're in that season now. So, I feel like the emotions that this card is really talking about, Marshmallow, is the emotions that are softer, love that's softer, doing things in a way that just requires more softness, speaking to people softer. You don't have to be loud to be heard. Sometimes, you want people, if you really want people to listen, you do speak a little softer so that they'll have to listen harder, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, today's your birthday! Happy birthday, Life Ninja! Woo, woo, woo! Oh my god, that's awesome! Well, thanks for spending part of your birthday with me. That's an honor. Happy birthday. Wow, that's awesome that your birthday is on the summer solstice. That is truly magical. Happy solar return to you. That is so cool. Love it. So it doesn't really get more simple, and then sometimes the simplest things are the hardest things. So as we move into this longest day of the year, where we're channeling all this divine masculine energy of doing and really getting into our bodies and doing the thing that we have been talking about doing maybe all spring, it bears in mind to take breaks and to, wow, my mind just went completely blank. But to take breaks and to come at things from a state of gratitude is what I was going to say. That's what this card is really all about. Be grateful for the process, whatever stage you're at. Because that will manifest more. That will get you to the next layer, the next level of whatever it is you're doing, is that gratitude. So take a minute to have that gratitude every day, whether it's coffee or listening to your favorite song. Those rituals are really, really important. And it really is self-care at the end of the day. So how does that look for you? And then do that, do the thing, and then add a spoonful of sugar to it. This is really, to me, this is summer solstice. Well, this is they're both really Cancer season, these 2 cards to me. So doing things, but doing them softly. And I think the world right now could really use softness. We don't need anyone being more hard on us. We need softness, we need tenderness, and to remember the benefit of those emotions when we actually show up and act from a place of softness and tenderness. Things will manifest for us. People will approach us in that same way too, for the most part. Life isn't perfect, but you can set the tone, and being grateful for anything that is beginning at this time is going to get you to the next step. It's going to manifest more of the same. And if right now is really hard, there's still always something to be grateful for, even if it's a good cup of coffee. Really, nothing beats a good cup of coffee. I have to blow this out because something that is making me slightly allergic there, but it's really... Sorry, but there we go. Let's see what the smoke is going towards the west, which is not surprising. So emotional renewal. Interesting. Not what I thought. You know what I mean? But I feel again, actions need to be guided. You don't want to just take action. So it is good to come into a state of gratitude before you go and do the thing. But then, after you are like, okay, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, then for sure, go do the thing. Add a spoonful of sugar and be on your merry way. So this was all to say happy summer solstice to you on this longest day of the year. Oh, thank you so much. She says the perfect way to end the day, dude. Yes, thank you so much. I'm grateful for that. I really am. I take that to heart. So, I mean, that's all I've got. I don't think I'm going to complicate it because I feel like some of the things that, you know, I'm most grateful for are simple things. They are, but they're important things. Love. I'm grateful for that. Definitely the spring brought that into my life. And I think that I'm going to come at things from a place of that. Was reminding myself how grateful I am to be experiencing that right now. And then trying to move that into my career sector for the summer here. So I think it's going to be good. And whatever it is for you, I wish you the best of luck with it. And remember, gratitude, spoonful of sugar, and you're good. So I'm going to release the guides and guardians from the circle. And thank you so much for joining me. There's my wand. Alright, if you just want to roll your shoulders back, call your energy into present time and release them together. Okay. First, I'm releasing the element of spirit. Guides and guardians of the spirit element. Thank you so much for reminding us of the magic and synchronicity in our lives and always showing us the signs that things are working out for us, always. Continue to help us to be in a state of gratitude for all that is and to welcome all that's coming, to see the synchronicities and magic in our everyday lives. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the north, element of earth, thank you for continuing to help us walk steadily towards our new goals and the building of new foundations in our lives. Always help us to remain graceful as we walk and build. Graceful and grateful for all that we have. Thank you for connecting us to the earth this summer season and helping us to experience the fireflies and the fae and all of the magic that summer provides on the land, the element of the soil and the plants that are growing, the sunflowers. Help us to see the beauty that exists all around us. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the west, element of water, we welcome you, Cancer season, to help us show up in all of our emotional truths. May it be a time for emotional renewal and new truths. And what is true for us now. May we step into positive emotions of softness and tenderness and show up fully compassionate to ourselves and those around us. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the south, element of fire, thank you for being here with us through this season of passion and creativity. Thank you for helping us bring courage and passion and fearlessness to all the things that we decide to do. Let it lead the way in a state of love for ourselves and our planet and our human race. Let us be passionate towards bettering our lives and the lives of others and creating things of beauty and love. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. And finally, I release the guides and guardians of the east, element of air. Thank you for all of the new that you've brought into our lives in the spring. May we continue to walk through new doors that will serve our highest good and the highest good of all. Thank you for blowing into us the next step, the next door to open, the next layer. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. I release all guides and guardians of love and light. And with that, the circle is closed. Amen. Blessed be harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Ho, and so it is. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you very soon. If you do need a personal virtual reading, just DM me and we can set that up. If not, I will see you, I think, for the Cancer new moon will be next. So talk to you very soon, and happy summer solstice. Take care, and happy birthday, Life Ninja.